Hello everyone, it's Sky here. Today we are going to have an overview look at GUF Ignite. As usual, we'll be focusing on commonly used to here. If you need more detail on moveset and cancel route, please check my moveset video for more information. GUF Ignite is a 2000 cost mid to close range focused unit. Despite its excel in close range, it does not do so by having a good melee, but does so by having a good sub instead. I mostly play this unit close to mid-range as most of the tool he possesses is useful there and he does not benefit much from playing very far back. With that being said, I also try to lock one opponent down with his powerful sub and a good 1v1 capabilities. So you will need to be quite good at familiar with the movement in the games to survive the neutral range game. If you need more information on the topic, please check out my movement and how to play as support melee video. In summary, GUF Ignite is not very beginner friendly, but does possess a really powerful 1v1 tool despite being a 2k. GUF Ignite main is Beam MG, which means it does not go through the anti-beam cloak of the Crossbone series. To use this well, you must match your vector with the opponent dashing direction. Shooting from higher elevation also will help the MG track better. I'll make a video to cover this topic later and we'll link it here once it's uploaded. GUF Ignite special shooting summons several Gundam that will either shoot the beam cannons or rush toward the target. To use the beam cannon version, input neutral AC and side AC for the rush version. Both versions of this assist are mediocre at best, but you get 3 of them, so use it to add pressure to the map or force the enemy to move. I prefer the rush assist more despite it does not track well. I still think it helps force the enemy to move and use their resources. The cannon is alright if you want to deal some damage and force knockback. Subweapon is most likely your most reliable tool despite its properties are not as great as 2.5k and 3k whip. It will do the job fine. As an enemy approach you or you move closer to them, you can attempt to throw out the side sub to see if it'll land. You can also combo this into another side sub for about 150 damage. This is your main way to deal damage and lock the opponent down. If you are in the correct range, not many moves can challenge it, and the opponent will force to go on defense. You can also add a step before to add extra protection to this setup. Neutral sub usually will not be used since it is harder to hit compared to the side sub. However, it's more fitting to use neutral sub when the enemy is running away or you need the extra range to punish the landing enemy. GUF Ignite melee set is nothing to be impressed about. Only one thing to note is that if you choose to go to 2B after landing the initial hit, it will do a massive amount of damage. However, you won't be able to cancel out the animation until it is done, which makes it easy to cut. So use it with caution. If you lock in a 1v1 situation far away from the enemy partners, then feel free to attempt. 2B is a PL Kaku and it has a pretty good animation, but I advise from spamming it as you steal a 2k, which makes it harder to have enough boost to use it effectively. It's still in your arsenal though, if you choose to use it. For burst, I recommended fighting, so you can link melee while shooting his main. Extend and shooting burst does not have much benefit on him. Alright, with that out of the way, we can watch some replay. Alright, so here I'm with G-Cell. It's 2.5k, 2k comp, but mainly as described, we're looking to get like a 2-1v1 situation, which it's right here. So he landed there, so I get the double whip going. I stay near him. I didn't really go for the 2v1 too much. Mainly I just stay near one and try to lock one in. So if he's interested in me like this, it's pretty good because then I want my partner to have as much fun as possible. And as you can see, the whip is dominate pretty well. In mid to close range, but it will lose to some really good melee, to be honest, because it's not as fast as like Epion or X1, but in like mid range but not exactly super close, it's pretty good. It's still pretty good. Okay, so now I'm gonna go for this guy because he's the closest to me. Trying to overcost him. Switch to this guy. Main CCXB into I think it was 46B to B, so that does a lot of damage. pretty quick game. So if they let you split to 1v1 and you know the outcome is good for both of you, the game ends pretty quick. So that's one game now. So again, is not easy to play, to be honest, because you have to do 2 1v1, which is pretty rare, to be honest. Only a couple of units that's 2k prefer to 1v1. So another note, to keep in mind is that, like, apart from trying to 1v1, like now I'm 1v1ing again, trying to knock this guy down with the whip. If I get low enough, I will still try to stay behind my partner, so that like he died before me, or if my health is like really low and my partner have a lot of HP, then in that case I'll take first. It doesn't matter too much because it's like 2.5k, but if it's 3k, it's yeah, you really should try your best to let them die first. So blocking this guy down. This guy's behind me, so I gotta be careful. Moving back out a little bit to be try to peel Kaku here, but they don't have enough boost to do it perfectly, but that's fine. So he's attacking my partner. I'm gonna quickly try to go in, get a side with going my partner, finish it. So here, I guess we're gonna try to 2v1 this guy and quickly end it. Ooh, the other guy is coming in, so get a side whip. Like, as you can see, the side whip land a lot. It's pretty simple mindset, to be honest. If you can side whip, you just do it, because it's quite hard for enemy to counter aggressively. They have to counter defensively unless they have like really high priority attack or something like that, or they actually have to do something like dash away first and shoot or something. Okay, so my partner died here, so I can play a bit more aggressive now if I wanted to. And for this guy, the assist hit, the assist doesn't track really well. As you can see, like I throw a lot of them out. My partner finished that one off. I throw a lot of them out, but like you have 3 assists, so you can just use it a lot of time. You might as well use it since you have a lot of them. But generally they don't really land, but still good enough to force enemy to move. So here's the last game. We're playing against pretty weird comp too, like Bob and Jinx, I think that's what it's called, or GX something, I don't remember. Anyway, so here, looking for an angle to go in. So here, I probably gonna whip this guy because he does not look at me. So still going in this guy. So here I quickly whip and move back out because it was a 2v1 situation for an enemy. Whip is pretty much the safest way, just like whip and then move out to wait to do the next thing you're gonna do. So following this guy. So right now I gotta go back in pretty fast. Like, yeah, even that looking far away, but the whip hits, so definitely attempt. Like here, he's not looking, so I try to melee there into a whip. I do a whip and not the 2Bs because the other enemy is close by. Because like, obviously if I go to the 2B, it will do a lot of damage, sure. But he's not looking at me, so sure. But then like, he's probably gonna get cut, so I just go for a quick combo instead. Side melee, he's not looking, and try to whip there and connect, but that's okay. 2B side, 2B into sub. Get a main here. Alright, that's pretty much it for today. If you have more questions, feel free to ask. If you have anything I want to cover, or you want to add tip or tricks of your own for this unit, feel free to add in the comments. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.
Hey guys, thank you so much for watching my video. If you want to help support me, feel free to subscribe for more video and follow me on my other social media. The link will be in the video description.